What is up, everybody? Is it a Mikey Monday, Shannon? Or is that stupid? Is that the dumbest thing
It's
you've
not the
ever
dumbest
heard?
thing I've ever heard.
You've heard dumber, is what you're trying to tell me.
Well, yes, definitely. We'll brainstorm. Mikey Monday might not be that bad. I don't know. You kind of put me on the spot here.
I know. I just fired up the live stream
Hey, Samuel's views.
and then just was like, it's welcome to Mikey Monday.
Well, when
Welcome
you say it
to
like that, it sounds
Shop
kind of
Talk.
Hi, Inkings Ink. Yo,
Inkings
yo, yo.
Ink. Yo, yo, yo. MTV Raps keeping it strong. Yo, yo, yo. Shannon, do you want to do your, Shannon the Shop Gnome, do you want to do your Yo MTV Raps kind of little intro?
Huh?
Come on. Didn't you have like some sort of last show? You're kind of kicking it. You're like,
I just
yo.
said yo.
This is true.
Yo. How was
Come
that?
on. Put your radio DJ experience into play here. How did you used to kick off your show last time?
I don't remember. It was like 15 years ago. All I remember was my tagline of apologies to all our deaf listeners.
Oh yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only thing I really remember.
I thought that was kind of cool.
I stole it from Dean and Raj.
Oh, did you?
Well, one of them said
You
it.
borrowed.
Well,
Borrowed?
okay, I borrowed. And he just said it really once, just casually, like offhand, and you kind of just had to catch it. But if you caught it, you were like, nah! And so I just used it. Hey, Uproar!
What's up, Uproar? What's going on, guys? We're just kind of waiting for everybody to tune in, and then we're just going to kind of do a Q&A thing because really and truly we couldn't think of anything. There's plenty of topics that I'd like to talk about, but I don't know, like just one thing in particular. I couldn't really think of anything. We kind of tend to just talk anyways,
Hey,
and
Rybeats.
hey, what's up, Rybeats? We just tend to talk anyways about whatever questions
And
come up. So
honestly,
I think that's really just
yeah.
what this is about anyways. It's just us chatting with everybody. Whoever has questions, they get to ask their questions, and then I get to give my lame answers.
They're not lame. And honestly, though, we go through so many tangents.
That is true. So it's shop talk slash just a hangout really for the screen printing community. So it's fun. I like it though.
I do too. And
'Cause,
also, we just had a brain freeze this week. It's
Ye-
been
Yeah, we need a little R&R this past weekend just
yeah.
to completely shut down the brains and do absolutely nothing work related, like watching a million Conan videos that were just
Yeah.
hilarious, and while Shannon just kind of read and played video games online,
That was fun.
Mario,
But
and then she gets all pissed off. Damn it!
yeah, well, you're like, you walk up behind me like, oh, this level's easy. And I die like 15 times. I'm
Yeah.
like, I hate you.
Not playing on the damn keyboard, that's for sure.
But, yeah, no, it's not on the keyboard. It's harder on the keyboard. I'm just going to say that. And we thought we were going to actually be working on Saturday, which is a lot less relaxing than, it's kind of like going to church in the evening. You kind of just spend your entire day, like, anticipating it. So, you don't relax as much as you could.
Yeah, we did have a client come in
What?
Saturday.
What is Rybeats asking? No
Saturday.
anime, Shannon. Shanny.
What? Anime Shanny?
I'm always anime, Shanny. You want to talk about mangakas?
Oh,
I
that's
have several
24/7.
favorites.
Whoa. Let's not
Hey, Eric.
go into that because really and truly I just hand it over to Shannon and then she'll just go on and on unless you want to
This
talk
will
about
no longer be about
Dragon
this
Ball
person.
Z. That's about all I really know.
To be
Gundam a
fair,
little
that's
bit.
a classic. It's a classic one.
It is. But even though it's a classic, just
Did you take that?
yeah, I did. I took it. It is mine.
Bring it back, please.
I'll bring it back.
Okay.
So if you guys are just tuning
no
in,
anime watching over the weekend. No. I got super distracted by I found Super Mario World online, so I've been letting that kick my ass.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he was asking why I wasn't watching anime.
Oh, well, she doesn't watch anime all the time. Are you into Japanese manga?
I do read a lot of manga.
She likes to read the manga, which
well, I don't watch the
I
anime
find
because you get
a little
annoyed.
disturbing sometimes. What?
You get annoyed if I get, and I always want you to watch it with me, but you won't. So it kind of takes some of the fun out of it.
It's just sometimes you want to watch it at 3:30 in the morning, and I'm just like, I can't pay attention to what's going on.
Touche,
No,
touche.
I've enjoyed it. I'm just not that big into anime. there's other things that I do that like while she's playing games, I'll work
Congrats, Eric.
I'll work on some of the videos that we upload, or posting a blog, or something that just kind of isn't entirely. I mean, it's work related, but at the same time, it's not. I don't know. I enjoy editing the videos. They take a long time though, but at a certain point, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna veg out and watch stupid, hilarious stuff. Like who's that? Triumph, the insult comic dog. Kind of watched a bunch of those and made Shannon watch them, and then been playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out here recently because we've kind of missed playing video games a little bit, and it's a little bit of a kind of a relief from day to day and not just focusing on work. Although I'm kind of missing playing music too, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, you
What's
play
that?
it in downtime. Eric said he got a call from a Google listing from a rush job for a church, but they're it's like a confirmation that they're starting to be viewed. And he was the one asking about the Google listings last time.
Yeah. Just want to let you know. Okay. Just want to. All right. We'll dive into that here in a second. Let me. Let's just go ahead and we'll kick it over to.
We've been on for a bit.
Off of this little hold screen, and then we will get to that question. Let's go ahead and kick this over. But that's awesome, dude. That's awesome that you put your Google listing up and you are starting to get results. Hey, what's everybody? What is up, everybody? Matt with Mikey Designs with Shannon the Shop Gnome. Say hello.
Am I supposed to do the yo this time?
You can say
yo
or screw you. I don't feel like saying anything.
I would never say that.
I know you wouldn't say that.
Audience members.
I know you wouldn't say that. Okay, so Eric, you got a call from your Google business listing, huh? Let's go back to this question real quick. So Eric says, just want to let you guys know that we got a call from the Google listing the other day. It was a rush job from a church. It unfortunately, I guess, fell through, but at least it worked and we are being viewed. That's awesome. So like we had mentioned, the Google business listing works and you'll get phone calls. You're not going to get every single one of them that calls in, but that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So it works. If any of you guys are listening and you don't have a Google business listing,
Hi, Mark.
get one up, because it will get you phone calls and potential leads to new clients, new jobs. And a lot of them probably are people that are looking for last minute stuff to get a last minute order taken care of. And you know, if you're looking for ways to find new clients and you don't have a whole lot going on, that will definitely bring you some business. So let's see, what else did Eric say here? Thanks, guys. Now on to the next call. LOL. Back to the waiting game. Yeah, you know.
Hey, Sonny.
Hey, Sonny. What's going on? Yeah, okay, so just a matter of waiting. Well, in the meantime, while you're waiting, just kind of spread the word with family and friends. If you have social media, just get on there, get on your Facebook or Instagram, and just let people know what you are doing. Excuse me, it's been a long day and have been sitting in front of this computer for a while doing a bunch of mock-ups today, and it's been kind of quiet talk-wise because we've kind of just chilled the whole weekend, and we came into today just kind of taking it chill. Not a whole lot of talking. There's been a handful of phone calls, but mainly just emailing people, doing artwork. Um, did a few screens. We're going to print some stuff here in a little bit. Got a couple orders that we're going to print, but
Me telling Matt,
that
handle her. I can't.
that and it's been the weather here's been stupid. It's been raining for the past week, and then
I got caught in the rain.
we thought, yeah, you got caught in the rain walking to the corner store to grab a little bite to eat. And I went around the corner. I was like, Shannon, run! And she's just trotting along, taking her time because she didn't want to slip in her flip flops.
It's plotting. I was plotting at that point. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was soaked.
Well, I was just kind of like, run. Oh well. Yo, yo.
Yo.
Everybody's saying yo now. Yo, yo, yo. Shannon's she's keeping the MTV yo raps, keeping it, bringing it back, really. It's just, no.
I wouldn't know.
No. Maybe they'd even say yo. What do I know?
I don't know. We're so disconnected.
I mean, I used to watch that, but man, that was so long ago.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, while we were waiting for more questions, there was something I think we wanted to talk about. Not like for the whole thing, just like a quick commentary on.
Oh, and what is that? Shannon, do tell.
I was hoping you were going to tell the story, and then I was just going to give my feedback on.
You wanted me to tell the story?
Well, as long as the person remains anonymous.
I think everybody will know who it is, which it's not a big deal. I mean, it's the screen printing community is pretty small, and a lot of our viewers view other channels. So, I'll dive into it. Since you give me,
I think you tell it better.
Okay, so Wednesday we were printing some T-shirts, and then we stopped to take a break just to get out of the heat and to come into the office. And normally I catch Cam's show, and I just enjoy watching everybody's videos, checking out people's live feeds and all that, even the T-shirt chick. And I like getting on there and saying hello, and really I just kind of let it run in the background. And so I had tuned in, and Shannon and I are just kind of cooling off. We're all sweaty, and I'm like, wait a second, this seems quite different from what he normally does. and Shannon's over there on the comfy futon, and she just was like, her jaw dropped, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, wait a second here. Wait a second. I've watched practically all of them, just about all his videos, and I was like, I think Cam felt like we were kind of, we're just doing our own thing. Is a little flattering because he brought Jesse on and had him kind of helping with some of the questions, and I just started to laugh, and Shannon had a completely different reaction. She started to cry. She was like, no, that's our bit.
Well, it's not like, I get it. It's the internet. The moment you put something up, it's free. it's pretty much there for the taking. I mean, hell, today we found somebody selling Matt's artwork. I mean, once it's up there, it's up there.
Yeah,
I get that. It's just like what was hard for me was, I'm private. I'm a really private person. Like I've said, I don't even have a Facebook. And it took a lot for me to put myself out there. And so it just, like, it felt like it was not being taken, but like someone was copying it, like they say, I can do it better. And I was just kind of like, that makes me feel bad. But at the same time, it was really flattering because I really look up to this guy as a screen printer in the profession. And so it was flattering that he thought we were doing such a good job that he would try to emulate it, which I think is awesome.
We were going to come visit you, and you ruined it.
There is...
Actually, no, you didn't ruin anything.
No, of course not.
I think he's... I think he's awesome.
I really do.
Cool.
I think he's great.
His videos are cool.
There is one thing, though.
Go ahead. Take it away, Shannon. What is it?
When he admitted...
I'm stepping aside.
No,
Cam, if you're tuning in, he...
No, okay. Can I get...
Go ahead.
All right. When he admitted that he was, like, going to be, like, kind of going off of our, like, you know, the way that we did it, it was referred to as Matt and his lady, which was, I felt like almost sort of like a little bit sexist and just not disrespectful, but dismissive. I felt like it was dismissive because yes, I am in a relationship with Matt. Yes, you know, we are partners in a romantic sense in our private lives, but it just kind of it made me like feel like the contribution as a professional worker, coworker, employee, manager, I don't know, call it whatever you want. It just felt like it was really dismissing any contribution and value that I had as that. So my name is Shannon. I can go by the shop gnome. I like the shop gnome. I'm not Matt and his lady, please. And I'm like gonna, and I want to be valued for my contribution in this venture, not as something that has nothing to do with this venture.
Let me break it down a little simpler. She has a name. She would at least prefer to be called by said name.
And I get that it was because he by said name and if not, just by my working professional titles, not my personal relationship titles. And I'm flattered. I really am, that because I know he did give us shout outs on it. He said we were doing awesome, and that really meant a lot to me. But my name's Shannon.
So there you have it, Shannon.
And I'm sorry I said all that. I'm really bad at
Shannon the
conversation.
shop gnome.
That's like, oh my god, I feel bad.
AKA, as Rye Beats will say, Shanny.
And my pop up.
Well, your pop says it as well. I say it occasionally, and she just looks at me weird because, like, why are you calling me? Why are you calling me Shanny? My name,
I know.
You don't call me.
And Rye Beats, I know. I'm sure he didn't. It was just like the way it was taken at that moment, and that's why I'm saying I think he's great, and I love watching his stuff. It's just at that moment, that's how it just came off.
Yeah, I'll say that it was.
But I still like you, Cam. I'm sorry.
It was late at night, and I think it was actually really exciting because we were like, hold on, let's give him a call, and be like, what?
We tried calling.
What's going on? Okay, we got you. We have some stuff coming up, and so actually, I don't know what format he's going to be doing this coming up a week, but something tells me the video disappeared, and so perhaps it was a little out of, I don't know, maybe not what he normally does, and so I don't know how well the feedback was with it, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know I know
Sunny.
Jesse is his employee. And so, I don't know, maybe Jesse's like, I don't want to fucking do this shit.
Jesse? Oh.
Jesse, yeah.
I thought you were talking to me about your friend. I know who
No,
Jesse is,
no.
but for some reason I
Yeah. One of these days we're going to get my friend Jesse in here to do some little skits and crap in here. We're quite comical when it comes to doing skits.
Some commentary on like how we built that the thingy.
No.
Oh.
That sounds absolutely boring. No, Jesse is going to wear a mustache. He's going to wear a T-shirt that says "Vote for Pedro," and he's going to be the screen printer for the day, and I'm going to oversee the operation while he prints, and then he probably will do an awful job and ruin a ton of product. So I think I'm just gonna bitch at him for not doing so well.
Okay.
What is it?
So
What
now
is it, Shannon the shop gnome?
Okay, so Scott King Designs has a question. What and how do you work in misprints? Order extras, give them a discount if something happens?
When we have misprints, so depending on how many they order, if they order hundreds of them, you're going to have a misprint or two, or even a T-shirt that just seams coming apart, or something's wrong with it, it's stained.
Or the vendors short you?
Or the vendor short you. Well, that's one of the reasons we count the shirts before we start printing, just to make sure everything is in order. Because we did an order of, how many shirts was that, Shannon? Was that 400 for the school? The one that's on that hold screen?
550.
550. So we went through and counted the shirts, and they actually had shorted us. They gave us mediums instead of smalls. Is that what the case was? I just know that they didn't give us one of the sizes, and it was a bunch of mediums, so we returned those. So we count the shirts for one, and then if we happen to mess one of them up, and it's 500 shirts, 100 shirts, we just did a job. The video that I posted, we screwed up on one of them, and I don't even remember how that happened. I think some of the ink started blending together a little bit, and I had to kind of stop and clean things out. So that one shirt was just kind of botched, but they needed the shirts immediately, and we didn't have a replacement. So, I mean, it's just kind of part of our clause, in the sense that we're out of 100 shirts, you might mess up one or two. Now, if it's an order where, let's say, they have to have every single one of those T-shirts, because if you screw one or two of them up and it's like 25 shirts, then somebody's going to be left without a T-shirt. And in that case, what we do is we actually order more shirts. Well, we might put it with another order, and then have it come in, leave the screen set up, and then just take care of it, because they're not going to be happy if you're missing a handful of shirts, and they'll let you know. So, just do your best not to mess any up. It's going to happen, especially if you're new. Because I remember when I started out, sometimes so this might be helpful in the sense to just order some extra shirts, maybe one of each size. Because if you're messing up shirts that often, then to have those extra shirts, and let's say you don't screw up on any of them, they'll have some extra T-shirts. They'll appreciate it. Or you can just keep those extra shirts and then apply them to something else, especially if it's a black T-shirt, because those are used quite often, and you can just put it, add that to another order. But perhaps when you're first getting going and you are kind of boogering up a few shirts here and there, just order some extras. I think that'll help out quite a bit. But kind of got the hang of things, and it's not very often that we booger up shirts these days. Right, Shannon?
We use the blowout gun a lot.
Yeah, the blowout gun. I mean, if you have little pinholes, or if you get a smudge on your shirt, if that's some of the problems that you're having, look into a blowout gun, because you can remove plastisol ink.
Don't put your fingers behind it when you use it.
Oh yeah, Shannon blew a hole in her finger. I was like, what?
Actually kind of amazing.
I was like, okay. She stacks shirts on the other end. She counts them. I get everything all set up, and then she brings the shirts over. I start printing them. She's stacking on the other end. She'll keep an eye out for pinholes, and occasionally when you're pulling shirts off of the press, it might come back, whip back on itself, and then you have some blowouts. But if it's something that's just not fixable, then yeah, order some extra shirts, or just take your time. Maybe you're going too fast. That will help.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I used to just try and whip them out pretty quickly when it was my part-time gig. And so the amount of time I spent on it really kind of mattered. But also, when you're not taking your time, you're gonna screw up.
Well, Indigenous Graphics said he messed up on 2 shirts for his tribe's summer gathering a couple weeks ago, and they asked just for him to donate a few of his own shirts with his designs, like to raffle to be even. So, and that's actually a pretty fair compromise in that.
That is, if that made them happy, then that's a pretty fair compromise.
It doesn't have to be a set formula for everything you do. It's reading and recognizing the client and what you can like work through with them.
Yeah. So if sending some of your own shirts made her happy, some of your own designs, then that's cool, man. As long as you're keeping them happy and they continue to be repeat customer, that's how you end up kind of building your business up. Is, I mean, you don't want to have to look for new customers every single time. You want those people coming back. Can't even talk continuously.
You're doing fine.
There's been very little talking going on today because we're just kind of been in chill mode, and so now we're getting it going.
Rybeats and Indigenous Graphics say that they usually order 1 or 2 extras.
Yeah.
Just because customers love extras, they just throw them in.
Yeah, well, see, there you go. Toss in, what does it cost you, an extra $6 for a few shirts, and you end up making them happy because you would have charged them, let's say, on average $8 or something, depending on how many shirts it is, of course. But they'll appreciate that. So good for you guys. We tend to just make sure they get what they ordered, and it's not very often that we screw up these days. Unfortunately, occasionally we might order some extra shirts, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't think we've really ordered extra shirts aside from maybe the Elkins order. I think we ordered some extra shirts because that was huge. It was about 500 shirts, but then they all had individual names and band instruments on the back of the shirts, and we at the end of the job we probably had about, I don't know, how many shirts was it? I mean, we had at least a dozen, I would say.
Yeah. But we were actually kind of the principal, or whoever the lady was, the blonde lady, she said she was very impressed because out of 550 shirts,
oh yeah,
it was only 4 shirts that we were like missing or something.
Yeah, because it was a whole spreadsheet type of situation, and I had to go and copy and paste it into.
Pete, if you're listening, your order was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Oh, Pete. Yeah. Pete.
I love you, Pete, seriously.
He tried to make it. Tried to make it as easy as possible, but
I know, but it was 4 different colors shirts, 2 different designs, and they just wrote it on the back, and then they kept changing it.
Pete, we appreciate your business, man. We love you guys.
We love you so much, and
we
love supporting our Houston firefighters.
Yeah, you guys. I would like to trade spots for a day. You can come print some T-shirts, and then I'll go put out some fires and carry crying babies out of buildings.
Rescue a cat from a tree.
No. That fucking cat can stay up there. You dumb cat.
I met my neighbor stuck in a tree.
It's your own problem. You're stuck up there. Deal with it. I'm gonna
Luckily, that's not what you said to me when I got stuck in the tree.
Well, you're not a cat. Although I did laugh.
Yes, you did.
I was like, nah, you're stuck at a tree and you're meeting our neighbors for the first time.
Okay, so we got some questions. Oh, okay. And Indigenous says that ever since he did that donation, like they have a bunch of people, like the tribe, the Native Americans,
right,
requesting for an online store for a show.
Oh,
and
well,
then
cool.
A couple more questions.
So, where are you located at? Was it New Mexico, Oklahoma?
We're not gonna find out.
Well, that's cool, man. Yeah. Toss up a store and see how that does.
Yes, it will be. And Inkings Inc. wants to know about the biggest contributor getting the word out to new customers. Yeah, I agree with Indigenous. I went with that last time too. It's just word of mouth. Like I've actually read on it for small business owners, it's 65% of business that you get is generated through word of mouth and references, and that's why I kind of like went on and on last time about just every single time, throw your business cards at them and just ask them to talk, because a lot of times they'll be happy to. Like, people like helping other people. It makes them feel good, especially if it's an easy thing, like just saying, oh, by the way. And yeah,
Right.
And let's see what else we got here.
The word of mouth thing's gonna be the biggest, because you'll find people through word of mouth, and then if you do a good job and make them happy, they're gonna tell other people, because chances are, if they're buying T-shirts, they know other people that buy T-shirts as well. So I mean, that's the biggest one. Aside from that, I mean, put up a website, use SEO and a Google business listing, which Eric, I'm sure, is kind of saying that it actually works. I mean, your phone's not going to be ringing off the wall, obviously. And then social media, and then people that are in your immediate social network aside from social media, like your family, your friends. Just tell them to spread the word, or even go on social media and be like, hey, because they'll look out. Like, we get tagged often. The people are looking for recommendations for a T-shirt printer and all that, and they'll tag us. So I'd say at the very bottom of the list is Craigslist.
Oh Lord.
If it depends on, if you want to price your stuff really cheap, they're gonna lowball the crap out of you. And I know when I first started, I was just kind of doubling all my costs, and it got me a lot of business, but at the same time I was being overworked and not paid enough, really. So if you're that hungry for business, sell your shirts for a cheap price, and they'll come. You probably won't get the best clients, or the clients that are worth holding on to, but it'll get you business, which eventually you can just slowly jack your prices up.
Indigenous wants to buy my shirt.
He wants to buy your shirt. Hey, how you doing?
No worries. Should I go?
Hold on one more. Yeah, do you want to? I completely forgot to lock the door. Why don't you go ahead and So what just happened was, I guess a customer was walking in, and we forgot to lock the door, and she's just like, I'm sorry. So let me take the reins here and see what is going on in the chat. That was pretty hilarious. I think we scared her away. So we'll see how this goes. Perhaps she might end up coming in the shop and dealing with Shannon will handle her and find out what she needs. Hopefully she doesn't want 1 or 2 T-shirts, but that's cool if she does. So yeah, I mean, that's just one of those things with having your own business. People, we've been getting walk-ins, which I think is really cool, but at the same time, which is why it's great to have Shannon, the shop gnome, here, because she'll handle all the walk-ins while I handle my business here on the computer, doing the graphic design work, and then printing as well. So I mean, we were just walk to the corner store after hours, went to go get a couple drinks, come back, get a beer to just relax, and we're gonna hit up some T-shirts. We're gonna print some T-shirts, and we saw somebody that swung by that wanted T-shirts. He's like, hey, y'all got my T-shirts ready? So that kind of stuff happens. So what's going on?
She just has some questions, and I don't have anywhere to take a note, so she's just gonna.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did you? Okay, so Shannon's handling it at this moment. So if you guys are just tuning in, we really appreciate everybody that has tuned in and is tuning in. It's great seeing a lot of you guys coming back to our show regularly, and it's very flattering. And let me see what's going on here. Let's see. Okay, looks like Shannon already got to that question from Scott Kings. Mana, Mikey, Mickey, and
What'd I miss?
Shop Gnome. Oh, I'm just reading through some of the comments here, and everybody's just print that Shop Gnome on a tee. I want one. We actually have Rye Beats. Shannon actually printed. You know what? That I'm gonna let Shannon handle that. She's going to. We have a print. Rye Beats, would you like one? Would you like one of the Shop Gnome T-shirts? It's a gnome with the. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. But here we go. Here is this is actually Shannon's little design here, and I digitized it, and I think we did the test prints with the inks from, what's it called? One Stroke. Yeah. So she drew it, I digitized it, and she printed her apron, which you
can see right
see
there
on the little hold screen here. And so
Mark wants one too.
We'll gladly print some up for you guys if you just want to.
What he has in his hands, my little shop gnome, it's headphones on the ears, and then a vape and a beer in each hand, and that is literally what is going on right now.
She definitely has the beer. I mean,
the beer and the vape.
We both do. It's I mean, it's technically closing time. Since we need to. I'm gonna lock the door. Hold on.
Eric wants one too.
Eric wants one.
Yep, and Mark.
All right, guys, it's starting to get expensive. Are y'all gonna swing like $10 our way?
Well, we'll see. But yeah, we'll talk about it. That could be cool. That could be neat.
Yeah, let us figure. Because one of the things that I've been thinking about, and I've talked to Shannon about this, is kind of like a putting together some designs that we can kind of put out there and let you guys just buy for $10, including shipping, like having a T-shirt of the month.
I love that uproar, just so you know.
And it could be something that I've designed myself or Shannon has designed, because she's got a sketch pad of cool stuff. And so perhaps we can do like a T-shirt of the month type deal where you guys just pay $10, and that includes shipping.
Be like
we'll do the we'll do the print, and we'll ship it to you, and it can be either on a subscription type basis, or if you just particularly just don't like the shirt of the month, you could buy whichever shirt. But that would be cool. I want to do that here. Let's say not the beginning of this month.
Barter system.
Who knows? Maybe we can do it at the beginning of this month.
Maybe.
And we can do the Shop Gnome.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have the screen for the Shop Gnome shirt.
We do. Yeah, we do. It's sentimental.
I tell you what, guys. I tell you what. Put your if you want one of the Shop Gnome shirts, let us know what size you want. I wish we could do it for free. We are. I mean, you know, we run a full-time business, so if you don't mind letting us know reasonable price, what you wouldn't mind paying for a one color print for a T-shirt and shipping. I'm thinking $10. That would include shipping. Is pretty reasonable, and it would be worth our time, and
a handwritten note from me,
and a handwritten thank you note from Shannon. Or should we just be?
Oh, look, we're already getting in order size orders.
Shannon, are you jotting it down?
Shit. I should be. Wait, I thought you said to go under the comments.
Yeah, well, I think that was probably translated into the
go
chat.
into these comments. Okay. Aw, you guys are so awesome. I love you all. You make me feel good.
That's something we've talked about in the past. Just really haven't. implemented it because we've just been busy, and like we have a t-shirt line that is some of my designs, but
Hi,
it's
Rod.
Houston, Texas based type stuff. Just generic, kind of like Astros, Rockets, Texans, and then just kind of generic
Oh Lord.
HTX Houston, Texas style print. So, but let's kick it off with Shannon the Shop Gnome's little design, and let us know out there if you want one, and we'll set something up towards
Indigenous
where
was gonna go for 20.
Hey, you were gonna go for 20. Well, we'll give you a price break at 20.
Okay, Mark says, Mark wants to know if we're gonna buy one of his. What does yours look like?
Hell yeah, we'll buy one. Yeah, what does yours look like?
I'm just trying to figure out which one of us is gonna wear it.
Me. Does it come in medium? Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll buy
Webby
your.
says just do an online shop.
We'll buy your shirts as well. I mean, like I said before, it's not a one-way street with us. We enjoy helping you guys out and supporting you as well. Like Rye Beats, for instance. I know I watched a ton of his videos, even the stuff that doesn't even pertain to screen printing when he DJs and all that, or he goes to like some sort of car show. I believe he's into the kind of import crowd. So yeah, man. I'll tell you what,
right.
guys. Just let us
Mark, I got your
know,
info.
not in the chat, but in the description. Let us know if if you do have a t-shirt line or whatever. Post a link there, and we'll return the favor as well. So that way we're kind of scratching each other's back, so to speak.
This is so nice. You guys are so neat.
What you got, Shannon?
Mark wants a 2X. Rye wants a large. Rod wants an extra large. Uproar wants an extra large. And I'm not gonna read this whole freaking thing out. It's like a menu.
Okay.
We'll get it. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. We'll come back and okay. So we have your sizes, and we'll. I have a Shopify store, which I kind of put on hold because we weren't really doing a whole lot with it because we've been so busy with the service end of things, which
Sunny is it too.
kind of sucks.
Gotcha, Sunny.
I mean, it doesn't suck to be busy and be making money, but really and truly got into this because I wanted to produce my own t-shirt line. So that would be cool to slowly get back into that and sell some of our own designs, because I think that is even more rewarding than this is about as rewarding as it can get, I think.
I have one with a sheep and another one with a turtle with a rocket.
She does.
Please
They're
don't take
pretty
that
cool.
anyway.
So I've digitized some of her artwork, and she's like, when are you gonna digitize some more of these? And I really want to, and I think this will be a great way of kind of kickstarting that up again.
I would love it if.
Don't you think?
No, I do think so. I would just love it if we're gonna have enough breathing room that we're not like collapsing and still have energy.
Oh, we'll make room, because I think one of the things about it too, when you're doing you're printing your own shirts, is it's
Thank
not
you, Sunny.
so much. It's not like work, It's a fun activity.
Oh yeah, I have a blast every day.
Yeah. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about printing our own shirts.
Oh.
It's fun printing
I'm
our
sorry,
own
I was
shirts,
reading
right?
the comments. I only caught half of it.
No, so what I was saying is,
Yeah.
it'd be kind of a cool little change from screen printing being the service provider to actually selling our own art.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I didn't take my first rejection well when I came with a design for another client.
Oh, yeah.
I did not take that well.
That wasn't necessarily a rejection as much as it was just taking too long.
No, not that one.
You're talking
I'm
about
talking about the friggin' owl.
Oh, well.
I didn't take that one well.
Yeah.
The other one was taking too long, but yeah. I had this really cool one of a unicorn with a chainsaw on its horn, slashing through a rainbow with like rainbow blood splattered everywhere. Well, it wasn't blood, but you get the point.
Yeah, you can go to our Instagram page and take a look at that.
Hey, Fitment Printing.
She's got the we posted the hand sketch that she did, which I eventually want to do that too because that was really cool.
Thank you.
I think it was awesome.
I thought so too. It looks like a My Little Pony with a chainsaw.
Yeah. The only issue with that one is it's at least 6 colors. It will be at least 6 colors because it's a rainbow. So.
Well, no, I think we kept the rainbow to 3 colors.
Was it 3 colors?
Yeah, I kept the rainbow to 3.
Nah, fuck that.
I can redo it to make it 6.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna do it, might as well do it right and go full 6 colors, or perhaps find some cool way towards where we can
these, like design ideas.
Well, cool. Well, there we have it. There's the subject of the show. What's that?
I keep talking over you. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at
sorry,
all.
I'm just getting excited.
Shannon, stop talking over me. Okay.
You're just over here for the vape.
Just a little bit.
All right, what are you doing? Okay.
I'm getting on your monitor, and you're going over
I'm getting
here
squeezed.
to
No, I'm not
go
going
in front
over
of
there.
the camera.
No.
Go in front of the camera. That reminds me. Okay, so that actually reminds me because I think that since Cam did pull that video from the channel, one of the things, like,
And by the
we're
way, Cam,
so close. I was so close to convincing Shannon to be on camera, so that way it'd be like a cut instead of you looking at this little picture right here whenever she talks. So Cam, if you want to keep up that you want to keep having a co-host, it's gonna force Shannon to
please don't make me do that.
We're gonna get another camera and transition it and cut onto Shannon, because that was I was like, you know how we're just gonna kind of one up that a little bit, don't you? Not that we need to, or not that we don't,
be, like, friendly.
as it is already.
It's just gonna be friendly.
Yeah, definitely. But I was like, oh my God, you know, and this was just me trying to convince Shannon to get on camera. You know what we need to do is put you on camera.
It almost worked. It almost worked.
It almost did. And then we, after we got finished printing T-shirts, we came in and wanted to look at the video again, and it was gone. It disappeared.
And then I was like, I'm out of it.
I was like, damn it. So close to getting her. Now I don't have an excuse, really.
No.
I don't, unless you guys.
Equal rights.
And then, unless you guys just blow up the comments in the chat, like, you want to see Shannon needs to be on camera to. She just needs. I think she just needs to be on camera, really and truly. But, you know, I'm glad. I am glad that she is part of this. Getting her on camera. Dude, if she shows up on camera one day.
It almost happened tonight. When the lady opened the door, I almost went directly to the door instead of running back through the shop.
I mean, you've slightly been on one of the videos. True. I was like trying to put the camera on you, and you were like running away.
Oh, and everyone saw on the top of my head.
Yeah, as you were just sitting Indian style on the floor.
Right next to you, like, trying to get, hey, say this.
Yeah, one of these days, guys, I'm going to get her on.
Yeah, see, Jason saying we saw the top of her head. And now you've got them all rallying. Thank you.
We want the shop gnome on. That's a stupid chant, but I want to get her on camera, too. Just as much as you guys want her on camera.
I don't mean to change the subject, but we've got about 10 minutes left. Is there
No,
anybody
I
else?
think you do. All right, for the next 10 minutes,
Does anybody have any
I
more
want to see
questions?
how everybody wants to see Shannon the shop gnome
Stop it,
on
guys.
camera.
It's cyberbullying.
Shop gnome, shop gnome, shop gnome, shop gnome. If we can get her to come, we'll bring the microphone and get her to sit on the futon right here
No,
for the rest
that's
of the
not
show.
happening.
Okay, how many viewers do we need to reach
No. Okay.
in order to make this happen? Because we have a whopping 14 right now. If we got up to 100, would you consider it?
No.
No. How many would it take?
I don't know. Anyways, does anybody have any more questions?
I'm not one to like.
Sorry, that wasn't at you.
Okay, so can we make some sort of deal though? Since we have 14 people watching right now.
I don't know.
I think, is it 14 guys? Yep, 14. Money. Sunny Gray. Money, money, money. Shop gnome. We're all getting votes for the shop gnome.
Jason wants to know what I'm scared of. It's not that I'm scared. It's just, well, I'm very private, and I don't like my face being on the internet just because, well, it's just, I'm just, it's just a privacy thing.
That and she's a little shy when it comes to
I'm
the
very
cameras.
shy. I'm very shy when it comes to cameras.
I don't even think we have a single picture together.
We do
Maybe
have
one
a
or
couple.
two. Do we?
Yes, we do.
As far as the internet is concerned, aside from this live show and my mentionings, I think she is not. Her life is not very well documented. Like a lot of people's. Look at me, I'm fishing. Look at me, I'm barbecuing. Look at my baby. Look at my shop gnome. It's right here. You're looking at her apron. That's my shop gnome.
We got in a big fight when he caught me trying to delete them off of his camera. The ones that we did.
I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm like, nothing.
Oh hell! I was like, oh hell no. So she's like, I just don't like the pictures. I was like, okay, just delete them. And then after I got my phone, I went back in, and because it's an Apple iPhone, it's the recently deleted. You just hit restore, and it's like, bam, they're right back. You didn't know about that one, did you?
No, I found out because I was going through pictures for, I think it was Instagram, or trying to find something of the kids, and I saw them back there. I was like, you motherfucker. But okay. Anyways, thank you, Jason. I appreciate the support. Well, he said let alone. He said to leave me alone. Anyways, okay.
Jason, you're supposed.
Any more questions?
You're supposed to be on Team Mikey. What's going on here?
Are you kidding me? Everyone's team shop gnome.
Well, everybody is Team Shop Gnome. You know, I'm Team Shop Gnome too.
I'm Team Mikey.
Yeah.
That sounds really weird. I'm Team Matt.
That sounds pretty gay. Let's just.
Well, that just sounds.
Anyways, let's. Who the hell is this?
Why?
This just in, everybody. We have a phone call.
It's telemarketing.
Oh, is it? Daniel just called. We hadn't heard.
Mikey. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
We hadn't heard from Daniel in a while, so.
I'm Team Jason too. I'm Team everybody.
We have to. We'll get back to Daniel later. We're closed. He needs to know when to. That's another thing. Let your clients know their boundaries. If they're contacting you all day long and all weekend, just tell them, don't answer it, or just. I mean, for the most part, we just leave it alone, and then next morning we're like, "Hey, missed your call. We're off. You know, we're closed." So
have some serious boundaries. We've had calls at like ridiculous times of night.
Even though we're still here and we're going to work on some T-shirts, because we really hadn't gotten to that today, just because we've been busy with admin and design work. We're going to hit the press here in a little bit. I think we're going to eat a little something and then.
By the way, Aaron's gone.
What's that?
Aaron's gone.
Oh, Aaron's gone? Oh. Give me a call when you get a chance. Thanks. Okay. Thanks, Daniel. I'll get a chance tomorrow at 10 o'clock when we open up.
No, you
I will. I'm not gonna call him right at 10 o'clock, but I will call him back.
Yeah, of course you'll call him back.
I'm sure he's winning a great deal on some T-shirts. Sometimes a little too good of a deal, where we have to be like, no, nope.
Yeah.
That's
another thing. Like,
way
with the
too
boundaries
low.
also, stick with the friggin' pricing unless, it's
Yeah.
a reasonable kind of negotiation.
Don't let them lowball you. Because
charge what you know you're worth, honestly.
right. I mean, there's situations where we kind of let some things slide if it's gonna land us a new client, or if we already have the screens ready to go or something like that. But if it's I'm trying to think of some of the situations where we found like it was acceptable, and then there's like, okay, if we're slammed, then
Today.
yeah, then we just no. Here's the price. If we're kind of all caught up and trying to fill our week up, then yeah, we'll have some wiggle room. But for the most part,
I immediately caved today, just because I wanted that client to leave us alone.
Oh yeah. Well,
but that was kind of different. I just wanted her to go away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the part of that too was just the fact that the shirts that were ordered, let's just say it's been a learning experience for both client and ourselves.
Well,
so
yes, it wasn't. We were going to talk about that, and we don't have time right now because we do have another question. But it was a learning experience, mostly. I think what I learned was you're not always doing the client a favor by going above and beyond.
So, long story short, we upgraded their shirts from a Gildan ladies cut.
64,000 soft style.
Yeah, the soft style to a next level shirt. And let's just say we thought that they would be really happy with them, and they weren't.
The soft style.
Right. But really and truly what they wanted was a 2000, and they said, hey, give us a little bit better quality of a shirt because some of the seams and whatnot were coming apart. But the fit was completely different. So we apologize if you are watching. We're really trying to make you happy. We thought that would make you happy, and sometimes, like I said, it's a learning experience.
It's a learning curve. Sometimes you're not doing your client any favors by you thinking that you're doing favors. Okay.
Right.
One last question.
What is the question, Shannon?
Indigenous.
Go.
I was.
Go for it.
Okay. What are the best shirts?
Right now. Sorry.
I feel like the first time that I'm going to actually get on the screen, they're just going to see me smacking on the top of the head.
You'll see how absolutely disgusted she is with me at times.
Okay, so what are the best shirts you like printing on, and what would you use for your own shirts?
Repeat that back.
What shirts do you like the best to print on, and what we would use for ours?
Really and truly, the Gildan soft style, I really like those shirts. They're a little more form fitting. I tend to like the more form fitted t-shirts. The quality of them are pretty nice. A step up from that is the Bella Canvas 3001. Between those two, those are my go-tos personally for myself, and if I do any of my own t-shirts or sell t-shirts,
I like the next level.
That's my go-to. You like the next level?
I really like the next level.
Shannon likes the next level, and I don't blame her. Those are nice shirts.
But my go-to though, for like if they want, I think it's gonna be the soft style because it's just what you taught me.
I would say that the hard go-to really for myself. No, it's I mean for myself.
Oh, for you.
Yeah, the 64,000 Gildan soft style. They're not too expensive. They're about a couple bucks each,
That's probably
and
what we would print on.
yeah, and they I just like the way they feel and fit. I kind of like the Heather shirts as well, but Bell Canvas is pretty awesome too. I haven't really, I mean, we've have printed on plenty of Next Level shirts and have tried them on. I don't know, something about the neck to me just seems a little.
You got a big neck.
Yeah, I do.
I'm kidding. He actually doesn't. I just wanted to say that. He doesn't.
You know, it's funny. I'm not even gonna say what the nickname was when I was a kid, but they'd call me, and it had to do with my neck because I've got a manly neck, I guess. I'll put it out there. They called me Big Neck Matina, which I thought was really weird. There were some pretty creative assholes. Well, they're all losers anyways, because it's the people that are bullies and the cool people. Let's just say some of them aren't on planet Earth anymore, and a lot of them aren't doing crap with their lives.
Uproar thinks that we should all trade shop shirts.
Trade shop shirts, huh? I'd be down for that. That'd be cool. Although, I kind of like getting paid and buying your shirts too, and paying you for your time. There's nothing wrong with trading. Don't get me wrong, but bartering for t-shirts, I don't know. That would be a first for me. Be like, hey, here's your shirt and here's my shirt.
Sonny likes the Gildan Hammer.
That's a new one. We have yet to actually use that one, so I think we need to get some samples in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gildan Hammer. I think
he's like talking about the Gildan Hammer. I'm just like, eh.
Sonny, are those the shirts that are kind of, a lot of them are the Heather type t-shirts, but yeah, we need to try those out. Definitely. I'm just looking at some of the comments here. Gildan Hammer tee. Dude, love the Gildan Hammer. Those are badass, says Sonny Gray. I think we should all trade shop shirts. Considering it, let us put our heads together and we'll figure it out. Uproar, I agree, says indigenous graphics. They don't shrink that much, and white just pops on black. Love them. I agree. Is there a way to do that online? Been hearing about the Hammer. I hate the 500, 5,000. Okay, yeah. Those your heavy cotton t-shirts, they're kind of like your base shirt. They're kind of crappy sometimes. Although sometimes certain colors can, to me, be a little nicer than the 2000. We tend not to swing a client towards the 5000s, but we will tend to pitch the 2000 because they're a little better. Let's see. The Hammer tee is close to the beefy tee.
I always throw the kids in the 5000s.
Is it now? And Next Level 6210 are also amazing. Cool. Well, we'll have to check some of those out. Next Level 6210. I think we've used that before. Pretty sure. Definitely have used the beefy tee. Although we tend not to use Hanes a lot, because there are just a lot of clients that they know the Gildan brand. I mean, a lot of people know Hanes as well, but they tend to swing towards Gildan. So, well, cool feedback, guys. I think we're going to wrap this up here soon. Shannon, is there anything you want to say?
You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the support, and I'm really sorry if I came off as rude to Cam. Like, I actually wasn't trying to be like that, and I still think you're awesome. I actually really, really look up to you as a screen printer, so we still cool?
No, really, really and truly, we're I'm flattered and I laugh my ass off, but at the same time, it was kind of like a friendly competition, and I would actually enjoy having Cam on the show one day, or perhaps being part of his show. But we love the format that we're doing, and to be honest, in my honest opinion, I think that Cam, what you have been doing, I wouldn't change it one bit. Having Jesse on was kind of cool, but also at the same time, I think the formula,
Might be touched.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of
Bye,
situation.
Inkings.
Okay,
Bye,
guys.
everybody. We love you.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. As always, it's been a lot of fun, and don't forget to tune in on Mondays, you guys, at 7 p.m. Let us know. I mean, if this time slot is working well for you guys, we're gonna continue to do it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I think it's over here, this little doodad. Go over to our social media like Facebook. Give us a like. Follow us on Instagram. If any of you guys are in the market for screen printing equipment or supplies, we're a rep for Catspit Productions. So use our promo code, and it's $5 off now off of a $50 purchase. So, and really and truly, it just helps support the channel. Also, going back and watching our videos, we're finally monetized. If you guys go back and watch the videos, or even let them run in the background, that helps support this channel in a sense that we love doing this, but also at the same time, it will help kind of fund this channel. So we appreciate it, guys. Shannon the Shop Gnome, say peace out.
Peace out.
Yo, peace out, and we appreciate everybody that has tuned in, and we'll see you guys next time. Isn't that right, Shannon?
Yeah.
When will we see them next time?
Monday at 7.
Monday at 7. We'll see you guys then.